able to do this live stream during the day. You know, at night sometimes you don't have that chance to explore here and there. So I'm glad today I'm doing the live stream during the day, and I hope you'll be coming online. I welcome all of you. Let's come here, let's gather and talk about Ian Marwa, let's talk about David Jr., let's talk about Kohera, let's talk about what the other reactors are doing. And for me, I don't worry. Even if you come and you are a negative, you are taking negative on what I'm saying, it's okay. If you're taking it positive, it's also okay. You know, that's life. You can't expect everybody to talk positive or, yeah, just go negative. So I am Priska here on Edutainment for Us. Let's go together. Today, I really wish that many people should gather here so that we talk about what's going on. Yeah. Now, as I start, I remember yesterday we were starting with an issue on Mayugno, and we never talked about it because it didn't really hold, as we were doing other reactions first on matters to do with the Dimwango living home, going to what they call a non-destination. So guys, come, gather here. Let's go through this journey. Yeah, so welcome on board. I can see one person already here. Welcome.
The potential is huge. It's potentially
So
life-changing.
let me show you what I want to do. And I'm starting with Mayugno before we get to where we want to be. Yeah, so guys, you know that Mayugno has been spending his time in Tanzania. Yeah, he's been spending his time in Tanzania with Alex. They call each other friends. And in African culture, of course, when you see a man and a woman spending together, we call that boyfriend, not just a friend. Yeah, you know, the difference between a friend and a girlfriend is a girlfriend, there is other bad matters coming in. And so we have seen reactors already talking about Mayugno and reminding us about what's happening. So let's just gather here.
Welcome back. You're watching
and see what we'll be sharing today. I hope you're fine. You can chat if you come around. I'll be so happy.
The goat is making some noise, guys.
Okay, anyway, so that's David Jr. for you.
Hello, guys. We are here today. It's a beautiful day. We thank God.
David Jr. for you, but I don't want to focus on him so much. We'll be doing him later. Let me bring Mayugno here.
Hello, guys. My name is Mayugno.
Mayugno there for you.
Back with another video.
Yeah, so in this vlog, let me look for where I want to actually focus. Mayugno believes that he may end up being the husband to Alex. I don't know. What is your view? Welcome on board. You can chat with me so that I'm welcoming you to my live streaming. I'm so happy many people are coming. Unlike yesterday evening, you know. Yeah, so we are beginning with Mayugno before we go to Ian Marwa. Now, Mayugno believes that just by engaging in a friendly visit with a woman, then the woman becomes a wife. Now, all of you remember how the wife came about. Of course, it is the former wife. Now they separated. Came out talking about how Mayugno had requested her to take 500,000 shillings and go her way so that he can marry a Muzungu. How about that? What do you think about this? Mayugno for us. And that is why I normally say Mayugno pretends not to know English, but I think that is just a character for the YouTube. However, he seems to be informed and he knows what he wants. Even though this is not a very good aspect in the society, because now the wife came about recently. I think Gintu brought him up, her up, and she was there sharing how she's struggling. She can't pay rent, even though Gutu had paid some money for a whole year from the donors. Remember, Yeah, remember the reason why he did so? He realized that Mayugno was irresponsible in handling the wife. I don't know. People lose interest, of course. We do not deny. But when you lose interest and you already have a child, what do you think? I wish you come online and just chat. Chat. Yeah. So thank you for those who are on board. Keep coming and stay put. You can write a comment on whatever I'm talking about here. As I've told you, I'm focusing on Marwa today and David Jr. and the aspect of land in Nyabohanse. You know, this is one place where people are selling land. They are selling land like you're selling potatoes, you know. They wake up in the morning, they don't have sugar, they decide to sell land. In the evening, they realize they don't have milk, they decide to sell land. That's Nyabohanse for you. Yeah, so today I decided to do something on that because, I don't know, these people need sensitization so that they can stop treating land like potatoes or, you know, or some grain that you just wake up and sell. I don't know what they think about their future. Yeah, before that, let's talk about Mayugno because I've not done reaction on him for long since he left Nyabohanse and went to Tanzania. So remember, he's being hosted by Alexa. So I'm taking you here. There's a part here. Of course, there's a part whereby she was teaching him how to use the stove. Let's just see here the comment.
And be honest, I'm here. We keep plan more and more, and it's coming, to be honest. And I left you home when there are so many things which one have been never completed there, but it's not mean maybe I'm here to spend. No, we are here to share some idea and tell them what I taught you this morning. Oh, you told me this morning in the stove. Yeah, guys, I learned to cook. Please go check Alexi YouTube channel. You will be laughing more than the way you know me. They know you pretty well, so I think they'll be laughing. Guys, we're moving out. Lollipop moving out. Wow. Let's take this first.
Yeah, so I've just shown that short part.
I wish to drive
I'll be looking for a way in which I'll be projecting my work easily without straining, you know.
This bag you buy how much?
Yeah, so you've had Mayugno there.
Or your friend?
They are relocating to a different room.
It's 200. I don't have sugar. Oh.
Just listen to this. In fact, I wanted you to get this part.
Yeah, my shoes is right here. I can't forget. Guys, I have here my shoes. Hey man, to move how... Sometimes you get in the B&B, you think like you get with something small. The day you move out, you find yourself like... There are so many things is big and a lot. So, for me, like, as a Mayugno firstborn of Alexi. Explain to them why you're calling yourself my firstborn. Because it's getting weird. You want to remove me and you are my child. No, you are my. You are my. You teach me a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
So guys, in African setting, I don't know, many men call their wives maybe children, and others call their wives mothers. A weird way, right? Yeah, I don't know what you feel. I wish you comment on this. Now, what do you think about Mayugno? Mayugno talking about firstborn here. But then, the reason he gives, he says she teaches him a lot. Recently, she was teaching him how to use the stove. Yeah? So what do you think about this? Now, people have come up saying that Mayugno is sleeping around with Alex. And of course, that is obvious. They can't be staying in one B&B without that. However, I don't know why Alex insists on this. Let me just look for that specific spot again and show you what I'm talking about.
You never know. Yeah, you know you need to check fasting what is in the house. So then you...
I'll be getting there.
You're cooking? Yeah. And then you open it while the pressure is... Microwave. Oh.
So of course that in the house travel, Mayugno was being shown around whatever is there. B&Bs, people stay there and they cook, they do everything from there. You carry everything. What I'm not just sure, because when I look at the kind of utensils Alex has here, if I may show you, I'm not quite sure whether she's, you know, just here as a B&B business. Do we carry all this? How far is her place from where they are currently? If you know anything about this, maybe drop a comment on the comment section before we move to Marwa. Yeah, these kind of things, you know.
Your hands. You never know. So, Alex, you know experience of these things.
Yeah, you know, El Jefe, my
All
dad,
this.
he didn't let us use this for
Your dad?
2 years.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, these people say microwave can make you sick cancer.
That's what my dad said.
Yeah.
So
They say it's not good to use it.
yeah.
Yeah. Can make you sick cancer. So
Yeah,
you
look
need
at
to
all
be careful.
that.
Well,
You know, we need you more in the future.
you need me more?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's not good.
like how?
You can sick today, it's not okay. Yes, guys, so we are here and everything is manganyo. I mean, I want to shower.
True.
Yeah, so guys, you can actually see that these people are cohabiting, right? They are cohabiting. However, Alex keeps saying that she normally has very many friends, and later on maybe she may pick whether to stay with the friends or, you know, part with them. So what do you think about Mayugno and Alex case? Yeah? I saw Black Beauty really shouting out and saying that Alex is having so many men around and possibly Mayugno will be picking an STD. Hey, that lady. That's what she said. If you can go and check her video, I think she did that on Thursday. That's what she said. That Mayugno, you know, previously they were with Alex at Nairobi. And before he knew it, she had traveled away. And Mayugno went back to Nyabohanse. Now, Mayugno has been in Nyabohanse on construction and construction. However, he has not finished any of the, you know, the projects. Now, people have been questioning, why is he not finishing? And he receives a lot of money by the way, donations from YouTube and what have you. And so many questions have risen. Mayugno, are you really doing what you're supposed to do? Or are you scamming your donors? Those are the questions that are rising. I don't know for those who are coming on board, if you know anything about Mayugno from Nyabohanse. He has a YouTube. He keeps posting every day. He speaks in an English that is not very perfect, but it's more of a character aspect on YouTube. However, many people believe he knows English. So these people are cohabiting, and there are so many questions around them because they are not wife or husband, but they have been friends. And of course, when Mayugno left Nyabohanse to Tanzania, he indicated that he was going to meet her finally, and he was tired of hiding her. And of course, that's what we are seeing here. However much as Alex is saying that she does not have a husband or whatever, and she just has friends. Our question is, why is she just having boyfriends around? Like this other boy that you saw in another video is always there with her. Now Mayugno is also in the picture. So who is who? That is our question, Alex. That is our question. Because now here in this video, we've seen like two boys, Mayugno and the other boy. And we don't know perfectly what is going up. We can break the English like him. What's going up instead of what's going on. Guys, get on board. Chat with me. Let me know who you are. I can see people coming and going, and they're not commenting. They're not giving any chats. Please do so. Do like my video also as we proceed in the live stream. Now let's see there.
I'm saying, how do you say light?
Oh,
Like this one. This one.
this one, Bible.
Bible?
Bible.
No. Hold on. You just said two different things. How do you say it? In Swahili.
Swahili, this only without light is calling bulb. Bulb. Bulb.
How do you spell?
Not bulb. Bulb.
In
Say
America,
bulb.
it's a bulb.
In English,
Bulb.
bulb.
The light
Yeah.
itself. Bulb is no.
Yeah, so here we are.
Tanzania, they are very expensive. You see this money in Nairobi, you can live in Kilimani.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can live in Kilimani.
No, I got a really.
even
She gave me a really good deal, though.
Really?
Yeah, we have a deal.
But keep looking for the next video is coming. But right now, man, how so beautiful. Way.
Guys, money
We walk
speaks.
in our new house.
Enjoy your life.
Money speaks. What do you think? You know, Mayugno was wisely, then he will be a long-term person. We saw the other time he was showing us the 2-acre. But I don't know why he's doing the show of a house instead of, because that is what he should be doing. I don't know. People should talk to him and make him understand what he should be doing instead of showing us the room and Alex. And people are like, yeah, they are good match. I don't know. I don't know. I'm waiting for your comments and you're not coming, you people. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Yeah, so let's see here what he was saying.
We could just try.
Then this one.
See this.
Just to be
There
nice.
you go. See, not just eat.
So the world could be a better place for you and I.
Boom.
Boom. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay, how about this one? Since we're doing a reading lesson.
Yeah, this one we know.
We don't do that. Remember we talked about that in Chinatown. We
yeah.
don't make those noises. Okay.
Yeah. Enjoy a health relation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have number 5 fridge.
Yeah.
So, man.
See, this one doesn't have medium and high like the other one. It has flames.
Yeah, so the B&B where they were, there's almost everything. Microwave, to the fridge, to the cooker, to everything. And of course, Alex is the one who organized for this place. And she's talking about the place is so good, you know. Now, let's get to Marwa. Let's get to Marwa before we get to the land aspect. Yeah, so Marwa has finally come up talking about the Slimmy boy. Now, my question is, Marwa, why did you keep quiet all that time? I think he was put to rest last week. Not last week, in fact, 2 weeks ago. Slimmy boy, the boy was unfortunately lynched at Migori, was put to rest 2 weeks ago. My question is, why did Marwa keep so quiet for all that long? I think such story was supposed to come up immediately this guy died. But he kept quiet as Gitriba was being accused by Gintu, you know, as they were calling upon the arrest of Gintu. You know, Gintu was doing that on social media. Marwa was very quiet about it. So guys, just comment, why did Marwa keep so quiet about the issue of Slimmy boy? The boy was lynched mistakenly at Migori, but he decided to talk about it yesterday. Why? Now we kept wondering about what happened as Gintu was taking us through. You know, Gintu sometimes exaggerates, lies sometimes. But so there was some truth here. So you're beginning to make us believe Gintu in some way. Now, he has taken us through the tour in the house, the home, and then he just sits down and says one of them died. And I'm like, okay, why the silence for that long? And even the father came out talking, you know, saying maybe the lynching was to incite the fight between the Kuria people and the Luo. And no one talked. So, guys, what do you feel about this? Why did he keep quiet? Because I am interested in why he kept quiet for all that long, only to talk yesterday. Yeah? And if you missed out on what he said, let me just show you what he said here. I'll be playing it very soon. This is what he said. This is what he said.
Our YouTubers here in the village, his name was Slim Boy. Maybe you guys know him. He was buried a few days ago. His story is very wild, very sad. So, but to cut the story short is, they went out to, so Gitiriba wanted to have a tattoo. That is the real story. Gitiriba, my driver, wanted to go and have a tattoo on his arm. So he took his bike, the red one that you already know, and he picked another guy called Vidi Jonah. He's also a YouTuber. Some of you have seen. We attended his wedding some time back. And Vidi Jonah had his close friend who is Slim Boy. But Slim Boy is a YouTuber. He used to come here.
They don't believe how bad this really is. If you're still using plastic or wooden cutting board, you need to watch this.
Yeah. Me, you know, one thing, guys, is I always open doors for a lot of people. Nowadays, maybe I've stopped, but I used to. I still open. So, Slim Boy used to come here, but we were not very close, but I knew him. He was a very nice guy, young, full of energy. So he used to come here with another YouTuber called Vidi Jonah. So on that fateful day, they went to Migori. Migori is the town nearby our home here. You guys have seen us go to Migori to purchase construction materials or things. So when they went there, they parked their motorbike in a very busy street with lots of motorbikes. So then they went to look for this tattoo place. So because Vidi Jonah had tattoos, so he knew the place, but when they went, they were told that the place had moved. So they kept looking for it. So they parked their motorbike somewhere else at the front of the main shopping shops, you know, in front of the street. So they went inside the back streets to look for the place of the tattoo. So there, they walked a distance, then they had thought, they found a place. So Gitiriba started getting
Okay,
this
let me
tattoo.
just skip so that I don't keep you for long.
Most of the bikes kind of look the same. So you have to be very keen collecting the bikes. So this guy, you know, but because they had seen this other guy on CCTV pushing the other bike, which was not Gitiriba's bike. Remember, it was supposed to be Gitiriba's bike, which was supposed to be pushed. But this guy just confused it. I swear before God. So they beat him up. And they found Gitiriba. The police had set them free because one of the police officers watches my YouTube channel, and he had recognized Gitiriba from my video. Say, oh, you are the guy who works at Maro. You guys are not thieves. Hey, come here. He saved them actually on the internet, and he would come through for me. He would talk them out, like stop this. He would defend me because he believed in me, and he believed his previous videos. You can check him out on YouTube, but he's already passed. Let me see. I sent it to my sister. Let me see if I'll get that. So just like that, we lost a very young man in the village. You know, another thing also here now in Kenya, we have something we call tribes. So some people can just hate you because of tribe. Forget about just being an African. You know, when the British colonized us.
Okay, so you heard that from the king of the swamp. Now, my question is, why did he take too long to respond to this? Now, he has finally come up to talk about Slimmy Boy, that Slimmy Boy was lynched, you know, by mistake. They had parked a motorbike when Gitriba and this other man had gone for a tattoo. When they came, they picked a wrong bike, and this Slimmy boy, because he was seen on CCTV, was lynched. Kitripa was almost killed and also the other man. Only the police saved them, and because they knew them from his videos, they saved them. He even tells us that he went to the place. My question today is just that, Ian Marwa, why did you keep quiet that long? Why did you allow the confusion, the blames, Because I was trying to understand, where is Gintu pulling Gitriba in this? Why is he pulling? And are you just saying because by the way or what? Because you are saying you knew him, but he was not such a friend. Your gates are open to everybody. Guys, now these gaps are what I always look for and try to say it's not good. When something happens and people will raise questions about it, it's always good that Ian Marwa should have talked about this. What do you feel, guys? Ian Marwa should have talked about this long ago. He shouldn't have left things to remain hayway, It becomes a tool for Gintu, it becomes a tool for the other person. Yeah, I saw even Mora talking about it. Until today, the guy was buried not even a few days ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong. He was buried on the other week around Friday or Thursday. So Ian Marwa comes today and talks about it. Are you genuine about your report? Or did you feel like people are attacking you, then you decided to talk about it? Now, guys, just comment. I don't know. Today you're not commenting. I can see people coming on board, disappearing, but they're not making any comment, not likes, Come on, guys. You know Ian Marwa now. You know Slimmy Boy. You know the stories I'm talking about. So just come by and comment so that we are getting to know why exactly did this happen. You can chat and tell me who you are on board. I recognize you as we go ahead. Yeah. So I'm not very happy that Ian Marwa took a lot of time before he shared this. It's good that he has come up and shared whatever happened. Now we understand what happened. But why did he take that long? Even the man is buried and is rotting now. Yeah? Then that is now he comes up and talks about it. Did he talk about it to fill his vlog? Did he talk about it to make people not relate Gitripa with whatever had been indicated of him? Or what is the motive? That is my question. Yeah? So you guys, you've heard the story. A very long one. In fact, I was just cutting through. What do you think? Is Marwa genuine? Is he genuine in the story he's sharing with us? Yeah? As I wait for you to respond on that, let's go to the land aspect. Now, land in Nyabohanza, as I've said, is being bought like potato. Hey, Dimwango said yesterday, not even yesterday, the previous day, that money can do for you anything. Yeah? The way she's a brag, she talked about money can do for you anything. And she said, because she has money, even if she travels, money will work for her. I wonder why she requires a supervisor then if money can work for you. Yeah? Sometimes people forget that you can have money, but you need more than money. Yeah, it's right to have money pass through your hands. And of course, I've just seen the same statement here. David Jr. bragging after buying land. I don't know whether I'll find that very fast. Let me just look for it here. Yeah, I'm going to it. Yeah, so David Jr. has also supported the idea that the sister gave, that money can do for you anything. Hey, in this video, big day at Matiko's home after betrayal, I bought new land. That one. And of course, he bought land from the Matiko family. Yeah, he bought land from them, not from anybody else. So let me just get to see that
transforms
one.
a kid's photo into a personalized storybook parents.
Yeah, now I told you that this family is a gone case. It's a gone case, by the way. Yeah? I want you to look at this. These people are selling land again. After Matiko came from the rehab, of course I hear he did not sign. I'll get someone who is saying that. Even before I get to that, maybe let me just play the part which Kohera is sharing. Kohera Senior.
He must
This is
have
what he's
paid
saying.
several bills and then abandoned him. Why are the people now blaming Ernesto that after Ernesto has gone for Matiko? Why are they blaming Ernesto? Because I was seeing the old man taking around. What is that? What is that showing us? It is saying that land now belongs to David Jr. because that is the father. Now, where is Matiko's land now? Where is Geoffrey's? That is Matiko's son land. What will he inherit? Let me tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, the Nyabohansi fraternity. You see, this Ondari is, I told you, it's been a teacher and it's very tricky in a way. After you people had accommodated him at Nyabohansi, he acquired the land. Just a big land enough to plant.
Okay. Now, the same part, Kohera Junior, Kohera Senior. Kohera Senior is the former husband to, yeah, the mother to David Jr. And of course, people came up to make him create a video so that he will be attacking. I don't know. So from his video, he's saying, I'm so angry for more land. I use my sugar plantation to manipulate them. I don't know. Whatever that means, does he mean that David Jr. is angry for more land and is using the sugar plantation to manipulate them? I don't know whether this is manipulation. I'm just seeing that these people take advantage of the drunkenness and alcoholism of this family to buy their land more and more. And that's why I'm saying that the only way is to save these people from this, because you can see here, you can actually see here, they are not being forced to sell. Whatever is happening is that they are foolish enough that even when they want to buy a basin, they have to sell land. Even when they have to buy clothes, they sell land. These people, they are sick. They do not know about the future. Now remember, Matiko is mentally disturbed and he has a son. He doesn't have a wife currently. The wife went away. And if he does not take care, the doctor said he might go crazy again. Now, Kohera is asking here, where is land for Matiko? Where is land for Baby Junior? The problem is sometimes this land might be still in the hands of the old man. Now, let's look here. Of course, we didn't see Matiko here. Are you seeing there? That is an agreement. They are signing land. Remember, the Virginia bought the stamp, the agreement paper, and everything. Money. Tell me money doesn't buy everything. Money can do a lot of things. Yeah. So I'll be skipping through the video so that you just get to, you see. Now you can see when the mother is in the scene with ID.
Our favorite This is Out with the Old and with the new. This is M-Pesa on
Yeah, so
PesaPal
David
Sabi
Jr.
Plus.
is really taking us.
This is out with the old,
And of course,
in with the new.
people who are
This
their
is
teams
M-Pesa
say
on
that
PesaPal.
they are just
Oh
using
my
their
God.
brains. See this.
It's done and dusted. It's done and dusted. The seal, the deal, it's done and dusted. The seal, everything, signature, stamp, done and dusted. I thank God, guys. I thank God. When they hate, they fuel me to keep grinding, alright? And yeah,
Yeah,
I'm the
just
true
hear
owner
that.
of new land, new property here in the village, guys. So when they hate, they fuel me, you know? Yeah, I know they wanna be watching these. I know they wanna be watching these. Let me hear them once again, hating. Then, I come with a strong comeback. But I only know, guys, no need for hating, hate never, never take people places, you know. What I always advocate, it's a pure positive mindset, working
Yeah, so
hard,
guys, when
and for
people talk
sure
about
God
this,
never.
when people talk about this aspect of taking advantage of the Matiko family, the entire Dimwango, David Jr., and Ian Marwa believe these are haters. Enemies of progress. Enemies of progress. Yeah, enemies of progress who do not want them to go ahead. And of course, in this video, Devi went on saying that these are just material things, but they must pass through our hands. Hey, what do you think? I'm not seeing any comments. You people, where have you gone? Where have you gone? Where have you gone? I'm waiting for your comments on this. Now, I was digging into the different videos, and there was this guy, Dr. Prince, with his title, Ernesto and Mogesi Family in Trouble. Title deed gone. And the Amaro father demands huge compensation. Look at that. So Ondari, that is. The Ondari family. So that is, I'm relating the aspect of David Jr. buying land and land from Matiko, and the fact that Ondari family bought land that belongs to Ernesto and Mogesi. Let's just see this briefly and listen to what Dr. Prince is saying here.
He handed over the title number of the entire land of Kizito, of Bigikuyu, to this mzee called Kizito, so that Kizito, when it will reach a right time, he can distribute this number to his brothers. He can distribute the number to the entire family. So Bigikuyu, who is now the late mzee Bigikuyu, trusted this mzee. But guys, Kizito sold the entire piece of land of Bigikuyu long time ago. This mzee sold the entire piece of land long time ago. And even secretly gave out the title number to Mzee Ondari, who is Ayamarwa's dad. This Mzee was given a land to distribute to his brothers. But
So guys, have you heard that? That land that now Mogesi and Ernesto believe is theirs is no longer theirs. So are you seeing this business of land in Nyabohanse? And that is why I always say, if you live around people who have money and they are greedy and opportunistic, they want material things to pass through their hands. Oh my God, you are in problems, because they'll keep buying and buying and buying. and the rest of you will be squatters. Squatters. So now Mogesi and Ernesto, if they are not careful, if they are not going to use their brains, maybe use the YouTube and acquire money to buy their own land, let them not trust that they have land from their father. The land was sold. And the value of land then is not the value of land now. Now, one thing I tell people, as far as you are supposed to sell part of your land, don't sell the entire land. Don't sell the entire land, because in later you will regret. If you sell the entire land you own, you will regret. You will be seeing people build villas, big palaces, big houses, real estates, driving big vehicles, and your children are crawling on the ground with nothing to show. So land is an asset. But if you don't have brains, you will be a squatter. Yeah, oh yes, you will be a squatter. This has happened in places we know. Go to Kiambu, come to Kitale, come to Kakamega sites. We've seen people who have had big land, but currently they are squatters. Because they lacked someone to guide them. They lacked, that economic empowerment. You have land, it's an asset, but you are not making use of it. You don't have a job, so you just think the only way to survive is to sell land. And I'm not saying I'll not buy land if someone wants to sell to me, as long as I use the right channel. But if I realize that you are such a desperate situation, I think I would recommend the aspect I talked about yesterday. When you are buying land from such people, empower them. Because I am very sure in future these people will become a problem. They'll become a problem, definitely. Definitely they'll become a problem. Where are you, the kid? You are selling land, where are you? And I hope you are not selling the entire land so that you see what I'm talking about from Nyabohanze side. People selling land and remaining with none at all. The kid, where are you? And how much is your land? How are you selling it? Anyway, so let's go back to the topic of land aspect here. So you've heard what Dr. Philip has said. Dr. Philip indicating that Kizito was very greedy for money and he sold land, just a piece of it in Kenya. Where exactly? Kenya is very large. Kenya is a very large country, so where exactly are you that you're selling this land? All right, so let's proceed. Now, when we talk about Dr. Prince, actually, he's just a YouTuber like any of us. Kisumu. So Kisumu in town or outskirts? Because I know Kisumu, different places. I've visited friends from Homa Bay to, there's this Kisumu just near the mosque. I've also visited the lakeside. So where exactly and how much is the land at Kisumu? These investment projects are very interesting. Only that I don't like buying from someone who will end up as squatter. If I buy from someone, then I should be wishing that they are investing, either in education or something. But this family in Nyabohanze, they are selling their land, I think, to drink and just eat. And yet, they still need it. They still need it. So that's our question. So I've had a disconnection problem. That's how I've got lost of it. I kind of disconnected myself a bit. Yeah, so guys, I've done this live, I think for about 45 minutes, just talking about the aspect of what is happening in Nyabohanze and wondering why Ian Maro would come up after 2 weeks of the death of Slimmy Boy, who was accidentally lynched in Migori. So he has just come up with this story last evening, and we wonder how genuine his presentation is. Was it a by the way? We've also wondering about David Jr. David Jr. is buying and buying land from the Matiko family. And of course, Matiko was not there to sign. But remember, he's not even mentally stable. People who are not mentally stable are not allowed to do any transaction. People do for them. And I think by now, because the parents are the ones who are taking care of him, David Jr. is now laughing at them, actually. Money speaks, I'm telling you. He's laughing at them and saying, after betrayal, now this is what I'm doing. And let them dare me again. Of course, I'm supposed to look for that part. Yeah, he said something like that. Let them dare me again.
What my dad really planted here, he told me these are sunflowers, alright?
The way your hair grows.
Let me just check. I don't know whether I'll find it. There's somewhere he said, let them now come. I don't know.
New owner of the property here, guys. Through
This is what he said.
transparency, accountability, the chief is here, Matiko's mother, she's here, you know, and I love that. I love that. All right, guys. All right. Let me just be close that I can see how everything is. All right, guys. It's done and dusted.
That part I've already shown to you. There's a specific part I was looking for, and I can't find it quite
I have
far.
a crazy pitla tree here. Crazy pitla tree here. But by God's grace, guys, even in snow here, I know it has been filmed with lots of great here. And also, I want to be planting the sorrels because I have one of my mother all the way from the United States. She told me when she visits, I need to give her lots of, seeds so that she can. It's not like I'm fully loaded with cash or something. It's through sacrifice. It's through hard work. But at times, some people, they are very evil in an extent whereby they always push me to the corner. But I, like, unless they kill God, tell them. One of the things those people, they don't understand, they're fighting with God. Even not me, because...
So David Jr. has become a god. He's saying that when they fight him, they are fighting with God, And his argument is not even the fight, because when I see the YouTubers who are creating content there, I think they found one mistake or two, and mistakes keep coming up. So they found a mistake in this family of Ondari, from Yamarwa to Dimwango to David Jr. somehow, Of course, when we are together as families, we don't miss those mistakes. And I would wish that this family would just accept that we have these mistakes, but we can also do the best. And one thing that people are demanding from the family is that they try to sensitize individuals from this place, not to just sell land carelessly until they become squatters. Until they become squatters. I don't know whether you saw Murimi after selling land to Dimwango. When you look at the kind of house he's really mudding up, it's horrible. It doesn't add up. Yeah? Look also at the father of Matiko, and he's selling a lot of land, but look at the home. It looks a kind of cowshed or something. Yeah? They don't even have a fence. There is you have seen the water there that has not been dug well. Like, just these small indications, I would wish that these people would do for them. Sensitize individuals so that they are not selling everything they have, leaving their kids like that. Because, of course, who will educate their kids? If they had this land and plant sugarcane, for example, I would wish, after buying like their land, if they enhance the remaining land so that this family plants sugarcane, and they harvest and they continue with such projects so that they also improve themselves. It's always good to grow together. However much the rest of the people in Yabohanze may not grow to the extent of Yamarwa or David Jr. or Dimwango, I think it is proper that this family helps them to stand up and do something that is worth so that they'll not just be selling land, buy a motorbike, sell land, eat chapati, sell land, buy dresses, and they are not doing anything much for themselves. And I don't discourage people from selling land or transacting. But when you sell land, do something worthwhile for yourself. When you also buy land from these people, however much they not be informed, try to enhance their economic empowerment. That's what I'm talking about here. Yeah, it's not your duty, but I think now that you've grown and your face is international, it's worth that you do such things. So that you don't just tell people, don't be jealous, don't be haters, don't keep talking about us, don't, push us. Because they are pushing you so that you do the right things for the rest of the people around you, so that you don't just let one family grow as the rest are below. It's not out of jealousy. These people are from far. The YouTubers are from even different countries. Talk of BBTV and Mzungu Pebble, they are from very far. And they comment on these issues because they just feel the impact it will bring down later. Because I'm very sure if you buy land from people and leave them without any, at the end of the day, they'll just come back to you. They'll become terrible mistakes in your life. They'll disturb you for life, and you may make some decisions that are very wrong later. So guys, thank you for those who came on board. I have not had a lot of chats today. I don't know, people like being daytime, they may be engaged elsewhere, but I appreciate those who came on board. Heed is the only one who chatted, but the rest of them were coming and going, but I really appreciate your presence here. Every time I do a live stream and see anybody coming by, I know that you've spent your time and come to watch what I'm doing, and I'm really appreciative. Thank you, and have a nice time. Adios. Let's meet in another video. You can share and watch my other videos on the channel, and feel safe. Thank you.